Good morning, it's Shanna. I am back with a mod on my Hush Tarot. I think most everyone loves the artwork of this deck, me included, but I loathe about 15 of the cards. I just can't work with the deck because of them. They weird me out, they wig me out. I don't understand why they're in the deck, and because of that, I've had this for a couple of years, and I have like actually used it once, I think. Besides the fact that it simply does not shuffle well. If you have broken it into shuffle, that's awesome, but it's too much for me. I've gone back and forth on whether to rehome this or just donate it because it just irritates the crap out of me. But I love the artwork of so many of the cards. So the other night, on a whim, I decided to trim it, quite a lot actually, and throw away the cards that I don't like. So I didn't count how many I didn't like. Let's see how many I have. These are the backs trimmed. Actually I lied. So this is the full size. Good, I did keep a few. So this is trimmed. You can kind of see there. These are the cards that I couldn't quite part with, but I don't love, but I wasn't ready to trim them. So I'm just setting those aside. The rest of them I did throw away. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got 53 cards left of the 78. 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 57 cards. So most of the deck is still here. I trimmed them using Dawn Michelle's method. They came out really, really well. So I'm just going to be using it as an oracle. And I don't hate the backs. I didn't really lose anything important. So anyway, I thought you guys might be interested. I have not seen anyone trim this deck. I know that Peekaboo Rose did a mod where she colored in the majors and then renamed or renumbered a lot of the cards, which I actually tried that process too, but I got 2 cards in and just freaked out because I don't like writing on my cards. So that was several months ago, and it's been sitting in my closet ever since until the other night. So this is the deck modded, and other than 1 card, I think it turned out really well. So we'll just do a flip through and we'll talk about it. I know some of these, there are little bits and bobs that, you know, obviously have maybe been lost. But in going through it, like I said, there was really just 1 card that felt like an important piece was lost, which, you know, is a bummer, but I really wanted to use this card, or this deck. And the other thing is I only trimmed off the top and the bottom. I kept the sides. I don't mind the borders. I kind of like that it adds to it. So I did lose the number and the title on the majors. And if you look close, you can see a little sliver of the bottom of the number border, but again, I don't really care. In case you're curious, these are the ones that I decided to keep that I don't love. I like this card, but it makes me sad. So I didn't trim this one, but I wasn't ready to get rid of it. So anyway, set those there. This one, I feel like there was maybe, I don't know, I won't keep going over it, but you know, there's pieces that I thought, oh, that's kind of a bummer that I lost the tip of their wing or whatever, but overall, I really like how it turned out, and I think I'll actually be able to use the deck now. I still don't think I'll be able to shuffle it because now it's even smaller, and the cardstock is, I don't even know if it's like typical US Games cardstock. It feels thicker than that, but I don't know that much about cardstock, so these are the ones that I've kept. I thought this one turned out nicely. I feel like there was, you know, a part of her face down here, like maybe part of the nose that I cut off, but without seeing it, you don't really know that it's missing. So Like, some of his people look really nice. Like normal, regular, fairy folk type people, but some of them were just so weird I couldn't deal with it. And I love the moon and the sun cards. They're two of my favorite cards in the whole deck, which was another reason I didn't want to get rid of it. Also, I thought that this would be really pretty with my deck, which oddly I never paired with. I guess not oddly, because the deck drove me nuts, but I thought it would be really pretty with that, so I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. Here's the moon. Like I said, some of them, you know, you lose just a teeny little bit, but I don't feel like in this card it was very important. I feel like all of the important bits are there. I think some of the things that bugged me about this deck, I'll be honest, was his portrayal of the female figures. Like, it felt a little icky, I'll be honest. It felt like young girls, and it just, I don't know, it didn't feel, I don't know, I just didn't get anything out of the images, I guess. This is the one that I was a little bummed about because there were two birds whose heads literally got chopped off. And so then I was like, well, now I can't use it as, you know, whatever card it was, which I think it was, what, the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of Wands? Probably 8 of Wands. Or 8 of Swords, rather. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to use it as an oracle. I've thought about stamping on keywords. I saw Danny Mystic do a tutorial on that, I don't know, a year or two ago. But I don't think I'll do that either. I think it would interfere with the artwork, and I kind of like it the way it is now, so intuitively it is. And if I do decide to do it, I'll probably get really small stamps so that it doesn't overwhelm the artwork in any way. The stamps I have, I feel like would be too big. Anyway, I've never seen this deck get trimmed before, so I thought it might be interesting. This figure doesn't bother me. Like, she feels like, you know, I guess an older teenage person or a young woman, not like a child. The other ones just felt too childlike to me, and to have naked children in my tarot deck is weird for me, so I literally just threw away those cards. I just couldn't deal with it. I didn't like them, so I threw them away. And that's that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick, you know, flip through of it and show it trimmed. So let's take a quick peek with my deck, since we're here and we're not even 10 minutes in. I'll make it quick, I promise. I think aesthetically it looks really nice together. Obviously with the birds, you know, I think it meshes well. And now I'm happy with it, and I'll actually use it. So yeah, that is the Hush Tarot trimmed. Anyway, just a short one, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.